Everything that is told in this video is just one version from a single source. We respect all other sources, such as the Hadith and the statements of scholars. There are multiple sources that tell about the life, appearance, and journey of the Dajjal. Allah knows best. The only thing that is 100% true, according to all sources, is that the Dajjal exists and will come to the world. When and how, only Allah knows in the end. Picture this: a world on the edge of the apocalypse where faith and disbelief are sharply divided. Into this tumultuous scene enters the most feared figure in Islamic eschatology, the Antichrist or Dajjal. A being of immense power, deceit, and destruction, Dajjal is foretold to be the ultimate trial for mankind, a figure who will claim divinity and challenge the belief in Allah. His story, rich with prophecy and warnings, stretches across centuries, with Islamic scholars and the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasizing the severity of his emergence. The Dajjal's life, abilities, and eventual demise represent the greatest test of faith, and his tale serves as a powerful reminder of the spiritual battles humanity will face. The Dajjal is often described as a deceiver, someone who uses his powers to mislead and corrupt, offering false miracles and manipulating the elements to create illusions of divinity. His appearance marks the beginning of the end times, an era when the faithful will be tested in ways unlike any before. Let us delve into the incredible life story of the Dajjal, a story intertwined with the very fate of humanity. In Islamic tradition, the coming of the Dajjal is among the most significant signs of the Day of Judgment. The Prophet Muhammad warned his followers extensively about the Dajjal, even going so far as to say that from the time of Adam to the day of resurrection, there is no greater tribulation than the Dajjal. He will be the ultimate deceiver, a figure of Jewish descent who claims divinity and uses his vast supernatural abilities to lead people away from the true path of Islam. The Dajjal's emergence will not happen in isolation, but will be preceded by other ominous signs. According to Hadiths, the Prophet mentioned 10 major signs that will herald the Day of Judgment, including the appearance of the Dajjal, the beast of the earth, the rise of Gog and Magog, and the 3 great sinkings of the earth. These signs serve as a prelude to the coming of the Dajjal, setting the stage for the most intense spiritual battle in human history. One of the key narrations regarding the Dajjal's early life comes from the companion Fatima bin Qais, may Allah be pleased with her. She recounted the story of Tamim al-Dari, a former Christian who converted to Islam. Tamim embarked on a perilous journey at sea, where he and his crew were stranded on an island. There, they encountered a strange, hairy creature that could not be easily identified. This creature led them to a monastery where a gigantic man was chained. This man, who later revealed himself as the Dajjal, spoke of his impending release and the devastation he would cause upon his arrival. This encounter, witnessed by Tamim and corroborated by the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, serves as one of the most detailed and direct warnings about the Dajjal's existence. The Dajjal will appear in a time of great strife when the world is plagued by famine, drought, and war. Religion will have weakened and scientific knowledge will be in a state of decline. People will be confused and moral and spiritual decay will be widespread. Into this chaotic environment, the Dajjal will rise, initially presenting himself as a righteous figure. He will be charismatic and influential, attracting followers from all over the world, including 70,000 Jews from Isfahan. Described as a large man with red, curly hair, a broad forehead, and defective eyes, one blind and the other protruding like a grape. The Dajjal's appearance alone is enough to instill fear. However, it is not just his physical form that makes him dangerous. It is his ability to manipulate nature and create illusions. The Dajjal will command the clouds to bring rain, cause plants to grow, and even bring the dead back to life. However, these powers are mere deceptions. tests from Allah meant to challenge the faith of believers. The Prophet Muhammad described the Dajjal's journey across the world, where he will visit every town and city except Mecca and Medina. These two holy cities are protected by angels who will block the Dajjal's entry. The Dajjal's reign will last for 40 days, though these days will be experienced differently, with one day feeling like a year, another like a month, another like a week, and the rest like ordinary days. His influence will be global and his impact catastrophic. One of the most dangerous aspects of the Dajjal's reign will be his ability to deceive people through false miracles. He will claim to have control over life and death, offering to bring back the deceased loved ones of those who believe in him. These resurrected figures, however, will merely be jinn and devils taking on the forms of the dead, further deceiving those who have strayed from the path of Islam. He will control vast resources, bringing prosperity to those who follow him while leaving his opponents to suffer in famine and destitution. The Dajjal will have a mountain of food and wealth with him, which he will use to bribe people into believing his claims of divinity. Those who accept him will live in abundance, with their livestock flourishing and their crops yielding generously. In contrast, those who reject him will face starvation, drought, and poverty. This stark divide will test the faith of even the strongest believers. The Dajjal's powers of deception will also extend to controlling the elements. He will command the skies to rain or withhold water, causing rivers to dry up at his whim. He will even stop and restart the movement of the sun, playing with time to further bewilder humanity. These displays of power will convince many that the Dajjal is a divine being, and large numbers of people will fall under his spell. Despite the Dajjal's immense power, his time will come to an end. According to Islamic prophecy, the Dajjal will eventually be confronted and defeated by Prophet Isa, Jesus, the son of Mary. Jesus will descend from the heavens, dressed in 2 yellow garments, with his hands resting on the wings of 2 angels. His appearance will be marked by light and grace, and wherever his breath reaches, disbelievers will perish. The final battle between Jesus and the Dajjal will take place near Jerusalem at a location called Babi Lut. There, Jesus will catch the Dajjal and kill him, putting an end to his reign of terror. The defeat of the Dajjal will mark the beginning of a new era, one in which peace and justice will prevail under the leadership of Jesus. The believers who survived the Dajjal's deception will be elevated in rank, and they will live in a world free from the evils of the Dajjal. However, the defeat of the Dajjal is not the end of the tribulations. After his death, Allah will release another formidable threat, Gog and Magog, 2 destructive forces that will wreak havoc on the earth. They will drink up the waters of the Lake of Tiberias and spread destruction far and wide. Jesus and the believers will take refuge on Mount Tur, where they will beseech Allah for protection. Eventually, Allah will send a plague that will wipe out Gog and Magog, and the believers will descend from the mountain to find the earth littered with the corpses of their enemies. Allah will then cleanse the earth with a miraculous rain, restoring it to a state of purity and abundance. The fruits of the earth will grow so large that a single pomegranate will be enough to feed an entire group of people. The world will experience a brief period of tranquility and blessings, but this peace will not last forever. The story of the Dajjal is not just a tale of destruction and deception, but a profound test of faith. His emergence will challenge humanity's belief in the one true God, using illusions and false promises to lead people astray. Yet, the ultimate lesson of the Dajjal's life is that no matter how powerful the forces of evil may seem, they will ultimately be defeated by the truth of Allah. The Dajjal's reign will be a time of immense trial, but it is also a reminder of the resilience of faith. Those who remain steadfast, who reject the false miracles and deceptions of the Dajjal, will be rewarded in the hereafter. As believers, we are reminded to seek refuge in Allah from the trials of the Dajjal and to hold firmly to our faith, for only through unwavering belief can we withstand the greatest test of all. In the end, the story of the Dajjal serves as a powerful reminder of the eternal struggle between good and evil, faith and disbelief. It is a story that resonates through the ages, urging us to remain vigilant, steadfast, and true to our beliefs, no matter how tempting the false promises of this world may be. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content.